Liverpool remained top of the Premier League table after Manchester City and Arsenal played out a cagey 0-0 draw at the Etihad Stadium on Easter Sunday. Unlike Easter Bunny, neither the Citizens or the Gunners were able to deliver on Sunday in an eagerly anticipated title showdown, with clear-cut chances at a premium. Nathan Ake went the closest to scoring for the hosts early in the first half before he hobbled off injured, and Gabriel Jesus also had a couple of first-half opportunities for the Gunners against his former club. Man City penned Arsenal back into their half for much of the second 45, but they were ultimately unable to find a way through a resilient and well-organized Gunners backline, and the spoils were eventually shared from the tense contest. Following a frantic start in the middle of the pitch in front of a pumped-up atmosphere at the Etihad, it was the Citizens who took control of proceedings early doors. However, Arsenal had the first attempt on goal in the 7th minute when Jesus chested down a floated Ben White cross inside the area and dragged a tame effort against the side netting at the near post. Man City enjoyed a sustained period of possession until they created their first real opportunity from a corner in the 15th minute, when De Bruyne curled an inviting delivery towards Ake inside a packed 6-yard box, but the Dutchman could only glance his header straight at David Raya. While City continued to patiently probe in the final third, boasting 75% possession, Arsenal struggled to put a string of passes together and were forced to primarily concentrate on keeping the hosts' lively attackers quiet inside their own half. Not long after Kai Havertz collided with Ortega inside the area after being slipped through by Jesus, the Citizens were dealt an injury blow just before the half-hour mark as Ake hobbled off with an unknown problem. Teenager right-back Rico Lewis came on as his replacement, with Manuel Akanji moving over to centre-back alongside Ruben Dias. The Etihad faithful and Man City players vented their frustration towards referee Anthony Taylor as he allowed a number of late Arsenal challenges go unpunished, opting to keep his cards in his pocket. Arsenal put together one of their best moves of the first half in the 33rd minute when Odegaard sprayed the ball from right to left towards Jacob Kiwior, who cushioned a pass into Jesus just inside the area. The Brazilian did well to create space and chop onto his left foot, but he could only fist his low strike wide of Ortega's left post. Man City made a positive start to the second half and almost broke the deadlock less than 2 minutes after the restart when Kovacic bent a 25-yard right-footed strike inches wide of the post. Arsenal responded well, though, but a glorious chance went begging as no Gunners attackers busted a gut to meet Saka's delightful delivery across the 6-yard box after he burst down the right channel to run onto Odegaard's smart through ball. There was a greater level of spark and urgency from both sides in the first 10 minutes of the second half compared to the opening 45, and both sets of supporters reacted to that as they spurred on their respective teams, aware that the contest was there for the taking. Tensions intensified heading into the final 20 minutes. Arsenal began to sit further and further back as Man City attempted to break through the Gunners' well-organized low block in search of a winner. De Bruyne brilliantly used his strength to battle past Bertie and drive forward on the counter-attack down the left flank before setting up Belgian compatriot Doku on the right, but he leant back as he fired a shot high over the crossbar. As the game became stretched, Gunners substitute Leandro Trossard then tried his luck from a tight angle, but his effort was thwarted by Ortega, before a resilient Gunners backline stood firm to block crosses from De Bruyne, Bernardo and Doku from dangerous positions. Neither side could create anything clear-cut in the 5 minutes of additional time, and so the points were shared to keep the enthralling three-way title race wide open heading into the final 9 games of the campaign. Man City are back in action at the Etihad on Wednesday when they play host to top 4 hopefuls Aston Villa, while Arsenal return to the Emirates Stadium to take on Luton Town.